I could travel around Southeast Asia, and the rent that I collect from Airbnb a villa can also fund my lifestyle in Southeast Asia. Hello everyone, my name is Christine, and I wanted to share a little bit with you on some of the reasons why I wanted to move from the United States to a foreign country, specifically Bali. I wanted to share some information with my fellow American citizens, just because I think that moving to a foreign country has still somewhat a lot of bias and fear around it and how to go about doing it. But I actually do believe it's probably the next evolution for a lot of people living in America now. If you're just a person that's interested in wanting to move to a different country, is really important just to share the information, share that, there's nothing to fear if you decide to move to a different country. So my daily life now is actually a lot more busy. I think it's just because I've found so many new connections here, and I was collecting a lot of associates. Bali is a very much so tourist area, so I do have a lot of friends that come and go. On top of that, I think now after all the festivities of my birthday, I'm gonna try to slow down and get back on a routine. And so it's a lot easier here than when I was in San Francisco. And so my gym is fairly close by. I can walk there 10 minutes away. I have 2 grocery stores around where I can get groceries. My gym in San Francisco, I'd have to walk at least 30 minutes to get there. And so living in Bali is a lot more convenient.
Yeah, so I'm Isaac Hayes. I'm originally from Union City, California, and I've been living here in Asia since 2019. I started out in Shenzhen, China, then to Thailand, and then Singapore for about 4 years. And last year I moved to Bali, and I've been between here and Nairobi, Kenya since then. My biggest comparison will definitely be between Bali and Singapore. Singapore being a huge business hub, financial hub, and tech hub, and being very proper and clean, yes. But Bali being so much more like home to me, more like California, more spiritual, a lot more energy. People are like really laid back, and yeah, it's just a really great hub for people that want to find peace and relaxation.
So how I found my villa? I actually did a lot of research to try to find a real estate agency within Bali. I believe I did some Google searches, and also I did some Instagram searches.
You can definitely do a Google search like you might do back home in the US, but not everything here is like optimized for Google. You're definitely going to find the most expensive thing on Google, but it may not be the thing that works the best for Bali. Bali is very much a community-based place, so definitely coming here and being here earlier helped me to find somebody who knew a local property agent who's been working in this for a long time, and who I could tell her my vision, and it wasn't just about the dollars. I mean, it was of course about that as well, but it was also about how we could build a long-term relationship professionally. So I do think knowing somebody, having a friend or somebody you can reach out to, even socially, that you follow, and you can say, hey, can you refer me the agent that you're using, is helpful. So yeah, I wanted to start with the villa. I wanted to start with something that would be easier to manage, and to be able to, ultimately I want to have multi-unit properties. This is going to be a better return on investment, but I didn't want to start in that way, just because it's my first time doing this internationally, and I wanted to do something that was manageable for me. So that's what I told my agent. I said, I'm looking for a villa. I'm looking for, and I told her the price range I was looking for, even the area. I definitely wanted it to be in a more populated area So I was looking for Canggu, Seminyak, somewhere somewhat close to the beach. And I gave her a couple of things, and we looked at over 10 properties before we found something that we really liked. We did put in a few bids, and we really had to make sure that it was the right one. So we found the right one.
So I do want to forewarn people, you have to come to Bali at least twice, a couple of times. One, to get the vibes, and two, you want to go visit your own villas. Even if it's pre-construction, pre-built, you want to go visit the construction site, talk to the development managers, and make sure that they're up to par with the type of construction material that they're making. And so I got a very good representative from Level Estate to assist me in deciphering, what is good construction material versus, what is not so good, what's the best in Bali. And so this is very helpful when you're going to visit the different sites, pre-built sites, and then you get to notice what type of people that you're working with as well.
We get introduced via an agent to Christine, and then together we plan the development of her villa in Bali. We try to include also a tropical aspect with tropical plants inside the garden of Christine's villa.
Okay, so there is a difference between leasehold and freehold. Leasehold, you're renting the land from the landowner, but you own the property, which is the building. Freehold, you own the property and you own the land underneath it. And so freehold is a lot more expensive, and it's a little bit more complicated to get as a foreign investor, whereas leasehold is easier to get, and most foreign investors will get a leasehold compared to a freehold. So the visa that I'm currently using, I'm on a Kitas investment visa, and that's a 2-year visa. I actually created a Indonesian LLC when I purchased my leasehold property in Bali, and so that allotted me a Kitas visa for 2 years. And I believe with that I am able to work as well, but you just want to make sure that you get a very good lawyer. I got my lawyer from the real estate agency that I worked with to kind of source this property, and it was great because everything was all in one, and he was also able to give me my visa. So there's a bunch of hidden costs when purchasing any type of property. I don't think any property owner could ever say, I bought it the price that they stated. There's always an additional something that needs to happen, especially in a pre-built property. So pre-built properties is great because you have the opportunity to change a lot of the design or add in prior to having everything built for you. And so that's really great. So I added in a slope in the pool. We had a fireplace add-in. I exchanged one of the showers for a tub. I got the opportunity to pick the types of fixtures that I wanted, and or add in some additional shelving within the bathrooms. And so with those things, those are all added up additional costs compared to already buying a property that's already made. And even then you might want to renovate too, so there's always additional hidden costs. I chose villas. One, Nico, the development manager, was very detailed. He showed me, of course, the renderings I got prior to meeting with him, but also a model of what the villa would look like. And so I loved it, and everything seemed very detailed, and he came out with, okay, but you're also able to customize. A lot of the villas that I visited, they didn't say that. So even if they were pre-built, they didn't come out as, oh, everything's customizable, so that wasn't a selling point for them. So communication with the development manager that you're gonna be working with for however long you're gonna have the villa for is so important.
In total, the project took around 2 years, starting from the planning phase until completion now, and completing with the melas pasta, traditional Balinese ceremony.
You have to do your own research. You have to experience your own life and figure it out for yourself. because in the end, it's your decision. So you have to be able to maneuver around the world with good intuition, instinct, and what you already know about the world towards where you want to go. For me in my life, purchasing an investment property in Bali is that I could travel around Southeast Asia, and the rent that I collect from Airbnb a villa can also fund my lifestyle in Southeast Asia. And so that was really important to me, that I'm able to monetize the investment property that I've purchased. And so 6 months out of the year, I'll be in Thailand, specifically Pattaya at Thai Polo Club, playing polo with my new horse that I purchased, Princess Oreo. And then I think a couple months out of the year, I'll go visit my mother in the Philippines. And then some other months, maybe I'll go to Europe and visit some friends. And then of course, I'll be back in Bali. But moving here, it's a lot easier to maneuver that way, specifically for Southeast Asia. Europe's maybe a little bit closer, but yeah, it's easy place to travel around the world if you'd like. Well, on a positive note, I think that transportation system will probably change over the up and coming years. I heard that there was a train station that might come about somewhere, and so I'm sure that's going to be helpful for locals and visitors alike. So that'll be interesting to see. Okay, so that's how I got my villa in Bali. It was not easy work, but it was very fulfilling and it flowed very nicely. Just like how I'm doing this video to tell you guys, now I'm in Thailand and it's polo time. Game time, baby. Yeah, so we got my new polo pony, Princess Oreo. We got Thai Polo Club. We got members. We got Juan, the general manager. So if you're interested, again, like, subscribe. You'll see a bunch of how the polo ponies are taken care of, interview about Thai Polo Club itself. It's phenomenal and beautiful. It's my polo paradise. And of course, you'll see my new baby girl, Oreo, Polo Oreo, Princess Oreo. And I love her. So I'm excited for y'all to see that. And yeah, see you soon, bye.